How's it going, tiny little hot dog cuties? This is Ben, and today we're going to be talking about transitioning in medical school and what it's like to transition in medical school. Because believe it or not, guys, there's not many female to male or gender transitioning people in American medical schools right now, mostly because of the fact that there's not a lot of us out there to begin with, and two, a lot of people in the LGBT community struggle with trying to get into higher education because they don't have the support networks or financial assistance from families that they want. Actually, in my state of Georgia, there is actually such a huge percentage of homeless LGBT youth that there is an organization that provides them free clothes, shelters, and things like that, because a lot of opportunities are stripped away because of lack of support from family, lack of support from friends, especially if you come from somewhere like the Bible Belt. And believe it or not, my family is not supportive as well. Well, the adults in my family, my brother and sister, are kind of cool with it. But yes, the adults in my family are not cool with it. I will probably never get full support on it. But luckily, I am a self-made person. I worked really hard in high school, and I'm not saying other people that don't work hard in high school. I just got really lucky. So I was able to get a full ride to undergrad and then be able to afford to apply to medical school, because one of the biggest barriers to actually even getting into medical school is how expensive the application process is. It's absolutely crazy. If you are going through it right now, you guys know it's crazy. And if you guys don't have any plans, or watching don't have any plans to apply to medical school, it's so expensive. I spent thousands of dollars trying to get one acceptance. It's crazy. That went off to a bit of a rant, but what I want to focus on what my experience has been like, being one of the few people out there that are in medical school who are female to male. And luckily, my medical school, I have to say, is super supportive. My entire class, literally everyone is respectful. I've had no negative experiences in my school so far, and I feel like medicine is headed to a right direction because of that. Because so many people, even if they don't know, even if they're not aware, even if they've never ever met someone who is non-binary or gender transitioning, they are willing to listen. Even if they don't agree with it, they're willing to respect. And that's something that I really enjoy about being at the medical school that I am. I can't speak for all medical schools, but the one I'm at, I don't disclose which medical school I go to. I'm pretty sure if you guys did some digging around, you guys can find out. But I don't actively disclose which medical school I attend. But it's pretty easy to find out if you guys dig around in my social media networks and whatnot. But I just go to one that's incredibly accepting. And even if there are people that are not accepting, people who are incredibly respecting. And I really appreciate that. And if you guys are wondering, like, Ben, you sound a little different, that's because I'm on like my second month of hormone replacement therapy, so my voice is getting a little deeper. It sounds a little raspy right now. I'm getting a little bit of acne. It's all the common process of what it's like to be under hormone replacement therapy and going through those changes. So to be completely honest, guys, when I first started medical school, I still hadn't come out to anyone. Like, I was so scared to be open. I haven't started taking hormones yet, and I didn't want to come out till I started taking hormones, because I don't know, there's something about myself where I'm like, if I don't start hormones, then I can't be open about it because I'm living a lie. I don't know if that makes sense. This is not true for all people that are transgender or gender non-conforming. It's not true for all of them. This is my personal experience. I can only speak on my personal experience. I just didn't feel true to myself, so I didn't want to come out. I didn't want to be open. I didn't want to be proud until I started hormone replacement therapy. And my school started in July, and I didn't get on hormone replacement therapy till at the very end of September. So I was in the closet for about 2 months before I came out. And during that closeted phase, it was just really weird because I had already started going by Ben. But to be honest with you guys, I don't have a dead name, mostly because my full name, which I'm not going to release for anonymity purposes, my full name is actually the longer version of Ben. There's a couple of other letters to it, but I have a very different name. Not many people have my name. I think I'm the only person in the I think I did a search once when I was like when I was in undergrad. I did a search. I'm the only person with my specific name in the entire United States. So my name is pretty unique. So that's why yeah, so I don't have a dead name. I've always gone by the shorter version of my name since I was like 10 years old. But a lot of people caught on to it. They would ask me what my pronouns are, and if they did ask me, I would be really honest. Like, I would tell them, but I didn't go out of my way to correct people. I also don't think that I should go out of my way to correct people. I think people should just get it off the bat, unless they're being really unless it's really bothering me. I'll go out of my way and tell them, this is my preferred pronouns. But first 2 months I didn't do any of that. I just let people do whatever they wanted. But I'm getting more comfortable. I am getting more comfortable as my voice is getting deeper. I'm getting more muscular. My physiology and my face and my body is changing. I'm getting more comfortable telling people what my preferred pronouns are, and I don't like quoting it as correcting them. I'm not correcting anyone. Not really. I'm just telling people what I prefer and what I identify as. It's the same thing as if your name is Samantha, you like going by Sam. Right? It's literally the same thing. So you're not correcting anyone by asking them to call you Sam. You're just telling them what you prefer, what you identify with. And that's basically how I see it as. And it's better than like I'm like, waving my finger at someone telling them what my pronouns are. And I just realized most of this video is just going to be me rambling on to you guys about my certain feelings about this transitional period. Of course, I'm in the beginning of my transitional period, so it's definitely different, and I'm letting my feelings out to you guys. So if you guys have any advice, things to say, supporting things to say, mean things to say, because you're just here to troll, go ahead and put it down in the comments, because I will read them and I'll reply to them if I have the time. I really appreciate all of you guys who watch my videos. So right before me starting testosterone replacement therapy, I think only around like maybe 4 people in my entire class knew, just because I was kind of seclusive about myself. So, and then I started hormone replacement therapy. I started easing into it. I changed my email signature to say that like what my preferred pronouns are. And I actually expected some kind of backlash. I expected like maybe some students, because my school, although I have a lot of classmates that are liberal and progressive, I have also a lot of classmates that are conservative and are very religious. So I didn't think I would fare well with them. But believe it or not, guys, literally everyone, when I started becoming slowly transitioning, started being open with everyone in my entire class, all I got was positivity. That's all I got. And I see a brighter future, guys. Like, the thing is, I'm not the type of person to vilify conservatives. I'm not the type of person to vilify liberals. I think as long as you're a decent human being and you care about other people, you are a good person. As long as you can critically think, as long as you can respect others, you are a good person. And every single one of my classmates, I can say right now, are those people, and I'm so, so, so incredibly proud that I have them as classmates and that they're going to be doctors, because they're going to respect patients that are different from them. Not just transgender patients, not just LGBTQ plus patients, but patients that are of a different race, different lifestyle, different immigration status. They're going to respect all of that. And I really, really, really genuinely love that. And I hope it's the same way at other medical schools, because for anyone who feels different, regardless of what identity you are in, I hope that if you have a desire to go to medical school, you can do it openly, as long as you're not harming anyone, as long as your lifestyle isn't shooting other things down, making other people feel bad. As long as you have a passion for medicine and to do good in the world, I feel like you should be accepted. And I just see a brighter future, guys. It's kind of amazing. So now I actually want to talk about 1 month into my transition. Most people know, a lot of faculty know, and my school is just these guys are so awesome. They're so awesome. There's only one building in my entire school. There's a couple of buildings that has a gender neutral bathroom. So when I have to go to the bathroom, I go to that one, because I don't want to make females uncomfortable and I don't want to make males uncomfortable, because I'm in this transitional period where I kind of pass but don't pass. You know, I personally feel comfortable using the gender neutral bathroom. There's only one bathroom in the entire school, of all the buildings out there, that had one. And one time this faculty approached me and asked me, like, would you like it if this other building that's far away from this building that does have the bathroom, would you be willing if we incorporate one gender neutral bathroom? And I was like, yes, absolutely. Because it's not just going to benefit me, it's going to benefit anyone else who would need to use a secluded bathroom from public restrooms, like people with disabilities. Like it's just crazy to me that like gender neutral bathrooms and like family bathrooms are not just for trans people. It's for people that actually need an enclosed space away from public spaces to relieve themselves. And it shouldn't be just a one issue. It should be an issue for all types of people that need to use those bathrooms. And I hate that we politicize it, you know? It's kind of crazy. So this teacher, not teacher, she's a professor, obviously, she's a doctor. This doctor talked to some faculty members and is working on implementing one. And I think that's amazing. My medical school funds hormone replacement therapy for me, and will even fund surgery to a certain extent for me if I want to get top surgery or bottom surgery. But to be honest, guys, I don't have any bottom dysphoria as of right now. So all I'm thinking about is top surgery for now. And it's just amazing. And for any of you who are thinking about going to medical school, if you are transgender or non-binary and thinking of doing a medical transition as well, just know that not every medical school offers it. And my medical school does, and the reason I found out about it was because I asked. So when I was applying to medical schools, when I got interviews after I got accepted, I would reach out to the school and ask, like, what is your healthcare plan like? Do you guys support gender reassignment and gender reassignment surgery? And if they say yes, they're immediately a check in my potential schools to attend. You know, that's kind of what you have to do. You have to do a lot of research, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think I'm going to start wrapping up this video because I have been rambling for a little bit too much, guys. But if you guys have any questions, if you're transgender, LGBTQ, have any questions about applying to medical school, be sure to put the comments down below on any questions you have, and I'll be free to answer them. Or if anyone else who is part of the LGBTQ spectrum and is a medical student, feel free to answer them if I don't have the time to answer them. But because I've been rambling on so long, there's a lot of other things to talk about, and I'll be sure to update you guys on my transition, and I'm sure you guys can see the changes pretty quickly. I'm sure you guys can observe the changes. But my channel is not going to be entirely dedicated to my transition, obviously, because I see my channel as a lifestyle channel that promotes all sorts of lifestyles, that supports all sorts of lifestyles, that does lots of different goofy, stupid, fun, educational stuff. So this is not going to be the sole subject of my channel, but because it's a huge part of my life, I am willing to share it with you. I hope you guys enjoy me sharing it with you. I love you guys. I love my medical school, and I hope medicine just gets better and better and better. I'll see you guys on the next one. Mwah. This has been